Good morning. How is everybody today? It is Friday. There's ice. It's 21 degrees out. I think that's the high today. It is Friday the 21st and it is 11:42. I feel as though I'm running a little bit behind, but I'm really not. I didn't get to tell you this the other day. I guess it's been 3 or 4 weeks ago, my mom called me one night and she said, Trish, my heart rate is up and I cannot get it down. She has had these episodes before, but it's been a while, and she went to the emergency room one time. She was actually visiting someone and had an episode. She went to the emergency room. Then they, of course, sent her to a heart doctor. And it's one of these things that they've told her what to do to get it under control. So she did everything and it would not come down. And I said, okay, do you want to go to the hospital? And she said yes. Remind you, I'm 40 minutes away. So I'm like, I'm on my way. So Jack calls my daughter and he's like, can you go sit with your grandma? They had just left. Like, they live at the most 13, 14 minutes away. She had not even gotten home yet. That's how quick this came on. They had been there, they had dinner and spent the evening at Mom's. And Mom had been at the studio helping me make jewelry earlier that day. So it was just, she had not been feeling weak, tired, bad, nothing. So he asked Jackie, he said, can you go ahead and, can you go sit with your grandma until your mom gets there? And of course she was like, absolutely. So, she turned around and he said, call your mom in like 3 minutes. She should have cell service. So she called me and she said, I really think instead of you taking her, we should call the emergency car, because if you take her, she's going to sit out in the waiting room. And with going on, that's not really the best thing. Absolutely agree. Thank you. Yes. So I called Mom, told her. She said absolutely. So she called 911. The ambulance and my daughter got there at the same time. Bridgeport Fire and Rescue, the best. I'm not kidding you. The morning we lost Tef, they are the best. Anyway, so they did some testing there, hooked her up to the EEG, and he said, you've tried these things, I think that you should probably go in. So he told Jackie, and I'm on my way this whole time. He told Jackie, he said, we're going to get her loaded up, but we're going to try a few things. We really want to get her heart rate down. And so they tried 3 things, and then he just told her, he said, okay, it's like this. We're going to have to give you a shot. And I do not remember, y'all know, I can't remember names, things, especially medications. No. He gave her a shot, and y'all are probably saying, this is what it is, Trish. Yeah, you're right. I can't think of it. And her heart rate started coming down. So I was actually, they were working with her for so long, trying to prevent giving her that shot, that I was actually sitting in the parking lot of the hospital wondering what was going on. And I thought I saw an ambulance go, the way they go. So I went in, and, she said she's not here yet. They're en route. My mom lives like 5 minutes away from the hospital. It's crazy. So, okay. So I just waited. There was one other person way over in the emergency room waiting room. I didn't sit. I didn't didn't touch anything. I just stood there minding my own. And so then finally the girl's like, come on, she's here now. So I went back. She looked really good. And, you know, of course, they hook her up to an EEG there. They do blood work. They do all these things, and everything's great. Ooh, big ice spots. Blood work is really good. The only thing that came back on her blood work was that she was a touch dehydrated, and she had gotten sick, and I didn't know that. So, you know, I said something to the nurse because that kind of scared me, you know, and she said the shot they gave her, it actually stops your heart. So basically they jump started her heart so it would fall back into a regular rhythm, but it actually stops your heart, and then your heart rate stops so quickly then it makes you physically ill. So that was why. So yeah, so anyway, even though she's been to a specialist about this before, you know, she did just turn 83, and we need to make sure all is well. I mean, it's just that simple. We have to make sure that there's nothing else we need to be doing. Her rheumatologist, I know I said it wrong, I'm sorry. She goes to that appointment by herself because they just do blood work, check her numbers with the medications that she is on, etc., etc. So I don't go to that appointment with her. I have taken her and waited in the car, but I have not gone in with her. When she was having issues with her gallbladder, then I did go in to that appointment with her. I go to her regular family practitioner. I go in with that because she does have a hearing disability, which can cause a lot of issues, as you may guess. Then of course, you know, with the heart doctor I will go, and I'm actually going to go the next time she goes to get her hearing aids adjusted, because she has them in, she still cannot hear anything, and they're brand new. I mean, she just got them. So we're going to be doing that soon, because it's ridiculous to pay that much money and she still can't hear anything. So anyway, we're going to the heart doctor today. I cannot keep squinting. Mom had talked about 2 months ago. I would love to go get my nails done, but I just don't know. Why did you know? Because she hasn't had nails. My mom is always, like me, we always had nails. And she's like, you know, she's gone without nails now, trying to let her nails get healthy. I think we've bought everything to try to help. Amazon, the OPI Nail Envy used to work so well. It did nothing to help her. Just, you know, on and on. So she mentioned it again the other day. And I said, Mom, go get your nails done. No, I don't know. I said, they wear masks. Wear your mask and you'll be fine. I know, but I don't know. Well, last night, Jackie and her husband and my granddaughter were over having dinner with my mom and playing games. And Mom made a comment about her nails. And Jackie had just a couple days ago taken my granddaughter and surprised her, and they got pedicures. She said, well, you know, they're real careful, because I'm telling you, if my daughter doesn't think it's safe, She will not. She will not even enter the doorway. She said, I watched them. They wear a mask all the time, even when there's not a person. They don't have a customer. They still have their mask on. They're always washing their hands. You know, they keep their distance. You know, go ahead. And Mom said to her, Jackie, at my age, I think it's a little crazy. What would people think? First off, who cares? Who cares what anybody thinks? I dare anybody to say anything to her, and they're not going to. Because I know a lot of ladies that get their nails done that are of that age. So she's being ridiculous. So after we leave the doctor, if she's a good girl, because I'm telling you, something about mamas when they get older, they want to try you. Like, my girls never tried me the way my mom wants to try me. That's a whole nother, that could be like a chat. That could be like a live for those of us that are, I don't want to say caretaker in my situation, because my mom lives independently, but she does, you know, there's somebody's there quite often. But for those of us that are very involved in our aging parents' life, oh honey, I bet we could share stories, advice. I bet we laugh, cry. We could just do it all together. You know how they say it takes a village to raise the child? Well, what does it do when your mama won't behave?